but my question is, how's the audio? This is a whole, everything right now is fresh, so I'm kind of like out of my comfort zone. I finally got everything hooked up, and I was like, oh, I'll play some guitar on YouTube, see how everything's going. So let me get some feedback on the audio. The way that I got everything routed, I'm playing through my FRFR system, and I'm running in stereo, but you guys should be hearing everything the same exact way that I am. I hope so, at least. How about when I stop right now? Can you hear me now? Or should I just turn this up? My only fear is like I got to be really careful about gain staging because I could feedback. But this is like I'm trying to get my rig dialed in where I can do both live streaming and recording and filming content without having to do any rearranging. Voice is okay now? Okay. When I'm not playing. Yeah, and that's probably because it's getting lost in the mix, and like I'm not, if I was probably way up close to my microphone like this, I'm sure it'd be a lot louder. too that I've got to redial in now is like all of my Tollmaster Pro presets. I've got to get everything where it like makes sense, you know? Alright, well, that's all I had prepared in drop C. Let me change guitars now. But yeah, once I get this dialed in, dude, this is gonna be sweet. So, yeah. Yeah, keep me posted on the mix too, cause I want to get this dialed in. Once I get this done, bro, this is gonna be like so sick, man. Oh damn, you calling me out? Yeah, those are my big influences. I might be starting a Tool tribute band. I'm meeting with a drummer. Probably when I get back from holiday or vacation. Yeah, I moved a lot of stuff around, man. Like this desk that I'm sitting at used to be on this back wall. So, well, first thing I did is, dude, I've spent probably the last 48 hours just grinding on this studio. Because, you know, when I was in college, one, I didn't have really the resources to get the studio looking nice. And two, like, I just had to, it's like every week I've had, like, a fully finished track done in a different style. So now that I'm done with college and just focusing on the business, what I decided to do is, like, just completely set it up to being creative. Because I noticed I haven't written any music since I've graduated college. And I was like, that can't be the case. So decided to make the whole place a little bit more inspiring. So I moved the desk around. I threw away probably, I don't know, man, like I filled up my trash can outside halfway. And then I went to, I went like bargain shopping, and I also went to Hobby Lobby, and I just bought a bunch of stuff to put on the wall that's kind of like me. And decided like this is going to be the new backdrop for all the videos. And you know, I've got, you can't even see it, I guess, but you can check it out. Over here I've got like just stuff that is my life, you know, like I got all my board gaming stuff and D&D stuff right here. You know, I got my marriage stuff up there, Marine Corps memorabilia that I've gotten in like Africa and whatnot, and just everything on the wall is like a representation of me, if that makes sense. So it's super chill in here now, and it's like it's just so clean. What's up, man? Yeah, man, I am. It took me so long to get this dialed in, bro. So long. But it's good to finally be done. I took down, I had like the cheap Amazon ring light, and like when I was filming, like these pixels up here were dead and these three were different. So I got rid of them, and I just decided to get a nice set. So this set of LEDs, and I've got LEDs on the floor, they're like tied together. The only thing I need to do next is, and I gotta wait until I get paid again, but I'm gonna change out the rug in here. Everything else is like super sick. That's my blues hat, bro. That's my blues hat. That's what you wear whenever you play the blues and you think you're Stevie Ray Vaughan. I got it in New Orleans, so that's kind of neat. Man, how can I do that with C? I guess I'd have to do this, like something like. How can I make that make sense? I guess I could just go backwards. That would kind of be cheating, like. Open position's weird in that, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Oh, so I can't wait till we get moved in, have a studio. Good answer. Yeah, what's up, Craig? Or Preston? You always talk. Keep me posted on the mix too. Right now I'm kind of lost because I haven't played guitar in 2 days because I've been so damn busy on this. So my hand's like, oh shit, we gotta like get in some stuff. That's just C major. Just starting off on the octave. And I'm doing B minor there instead of B minor. And A minor. F major. D minor. Back to C major. Just C major. Nothing too crazy. Carlos, you asked what pickups are in that Fender. These are Fishman Fluence. They are really cool. So I've got 2 voicings. This is a kind of like a lower output, older Fender. Pickup, so think more of I don't know, just a hotter output. Yeah, they're sick. Can I play a sick riff? Yeah, like Wonderwall? That's not Wonderwall. That's a song I'm actually working on. hard for me. Maybe I should just make it one fluid motion like. Actually good content? Weird? Finally someone who isn't just grifting? What does that mean? Grifting. How can I easily get chords from a song? Use your ear, man. That's the most important thing you can develop, really. And then if you just need help developing your ear, maybe look into. I'm gonna turn up my gain real quick. Hold on. Testing. Yeah. I don't know what grift means, but YouTube streamer usually grift. But what I would say is, yeah, you can use Ultimate Guitar. Ultimate Guitar will give it to you. You can use chords, you can pull up tabs. But if you can use your ear and, like, I'm about to create a video on this because I've been getting this question a lot, both in DMs, because I own a company called the Guitar Artistry Program, and I teach guitar players basically artistry. You know, I basically write it up as music production. But at the end of the day, my biggest thing is like helping guitar players find their sound. Oh, appreciate you, man. I love your name too. Your mom loves me. But yeah, I think like the most important guitar theory lesson that any guitar player who's serious about really like learning how to write music needs to know is simple stuff like diatonic theory. Like if you know diatonic harmony, you know enough, you know, because then it's just a matter of experimentation. So what I mean by that is like, you know, you were asking me what scale I was playing earlier. I preach learning in C major first and foremost because if you know one scale really, really well, I promise you know all the other scales really well. You may not have the same recall ability, but your guitar is a pattern game, right? So you just got to learn the shapes. And really, you got to learn the fretboard. That just takes time, right? But nobody likes it when I say, hey, it's a lot of work. but if you can learn how to enjoy it, it doesn't feel like a lot of work, honestly. So what I recommend you do is, and I'll have a video coming out on this. So if you don't remember it, that's fine. Just make sure you're following me, and you'll see it whenever I drop it. But, you know, the biggest thing is learning diatonic. So what does that mean, diatonic? It means in the key, right? So if we're playing in the key of C major, you know, you need to know when you're major versus minor. And you also need to know your major and minor shapes. Now, I'm kind of like a math rock fanboy, so I use a lot of sevenths and ninths, you know, stuff like 6 or sevenths. So, or a good old cowboy chord, you know? Dang, I got the daily one. Damn, that means I'm doing all right. All right, so if we're in the key of C major, then, you know, we got C, we have D minor, E minor, F major, oh, it's all fancy there, G major, A minor, B diminished, C major. And that's all in the open position, right? So that's just me staying right here. I'm not moving. I'm doing nothing but cowboy chords. I can pretty much be a country star with all of this. You know what I mean? Right back at you, homie. Then, like, once we get that down, then we might want to start, like, looking at moving up the neck. So taking that same progression. Instead of just doing, I guess you could keep it boring. But what makes it a little bit more exciting, especially if you're trying to write, is learning how to use extended chords. So start off with sevenths. So doing something like this, like I'm gonna show you two voicings. So man, this is a lot to be thrown at you if you're brand new to music theory, but at least it'll like open up some doors for you. Just know you gotta marinate in this. This is like I'm teaching you how to cook, all right? To cook, if you want things that taste really good, they gotta marinate for a long time. So don't think like I teach you this and I show you this and the next thing you know, you're like, oh wow, I got this. Bullshit. If you do, talk to me, because if you learn that fast, that means I can show you how to become like God on guitar in a short amount of time. But for 99% of everybody else, just know that it takes time. But the most important thing to do is learn how to enjoy this stuff. Like if you can learn how to enjoy this stuff, you'll get wherever you want to be. But all right, so let's talk about sevenths, right? So sevenths, all that means is if I gave, instead of saying note names, if I gave every note a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, what I'm saying is we're gonna learn how to build chords around that seventh. So when you start building chords, You know, if you're a rock and roll guy, you can get by with just power chords. You know, there's been a lot of great songs written like this. You know, and even but if you want to write like really interesting music and take things in a different way, we got to get away from the fifth. The fifth, which is just 1-5-1, literally doesn't tell you anything. You don't know if that's major, if that's minor. All you know is that it's not diminished. Because if I wanted to make it diminished, then I'd go, I'll lower the fifth. So the really colorful notes are like your 1, your 3, your 7, your 9, your 6, your 11th. You know, that's where we start getting really color. So when I am writing chord progressions, I try to avoid using the fifth. There's nothing wrong with it, but here is C major 7 with the fifth. Here is C major 7, no 5. That interval is so much more interesting than. And then this interval is way more important than. I guess it's still a third away. Yeah, now that is what he's talking about is doing this. Something like it'll make your guitar sound like you're playing like a 7-string. You could even, I guess if you wanted to remove the root, you could, but let me think about what we could sub in. So you could do something like that's getting like really nerdy. So the average person probably wouldn't want to. You're just further along than most people might, but it all makes sense. Really a theory, man. That's like saying studying English is a waste of time. I hate when people say that. Because, I mean, listen. I'll say this and then, JK, you can think whatever you want because that's fine. You don't play guitar. You don't play my guitar for me and you don't write my music. But it's like studying music theory teaches you really good musical practices. Okay? So it's like studying grammar. Do you need to study English and be fluent reading and writing in English to have great conversation? Absolutely not. But I think, JK, you and I can both agree that if I know a little bit of grammar and I understand how to put together complex sentences, I will be in a better position to better articulate complex ideas and better communicate. Okay, well, I just say that because I get that a lot in, because on the flip side, here is the truth. If all you know is theory and you don't apply it, then all you know is theory. You know what I mean? But if you can learn, this is where, like, I really try to focus with guitar players is, like, if you can learn how to actually apply that theory, like, for example, if I'm writing something like this song, I was thinking, I was like, okay, I'm following a classical writing structure. So it's an A, B, A, C, A, very Bachish, because Bach is what I'm studying. For my B section, it's going like this, F sharp minor 7 to D major 7 to A minor 9. Wait, what was I doing? Oh no, I'm doing this sus2. I was like, what would sound good? I'm like, okay, well, if I want to go back to this F sharp minor, okay, my question is, what is F sharp's dominant? Or what's F sharp's fifth? Well, C sharp. Okay, so if I do a C sharp dominant, now I'm using what's called a secondary dominant, really, because F sharp minor's dominant should be, it just works. Because I'm not thinking that I kind of modulate into F sharp minor. You can also think of this as like switching to kind of like a Dorian vibe. But C sharp dominant does not exist in the key of E major, which is the original key that all this is in. But it also leads beautifully again, that's an area where like if I didn't know theory, I wouldn't know to pull for that. But I like it. So I don't know. Hopefully that inspires you, man. Yeah, the 7th is always really jazzy. Maybe if you do a 6, if you do a C major 6. But honestly, I guess I can see what you're saying in terms of A. You just need the A though. The B is what throws it off. But if you did an A instead, and you have a C major 6, then you technically have A minor and C major all in the same chord. It's just a matter of like what are you putting emphasis on. But I'll do this is a C major 6 add 9. You know, because you could do the same thing here. We would just have to figure out where to put a C, maybe here. So. You know what I mean? Dude, we're getting nerdy, Mike. I love it, man. I love it. Play some Bach. Oh, I need to run this. I haven't ran it in a couple of days. And I just bought 2. I'm learning classical. I'm teaching myself classical guitar right now. I just bought 2 classical books I'm working through. All right, let me see. I can't play this at speed. There's one part of this I've still got a woodshed, and I usually play it on my nylon, but I'm gonna play it on my Strat because I don't feel like switching guitars. Oh, it didn't give me a count in. Hold on. Okay, I forgot Safari sucks. I can't play this part this fast, so I gotta slow this down. You asked for Bach, now you're getting it. Bach! I think that's how you say it. I know who he is, I can't play it. Country blues? You gotta do the boogie woogie. Or you can do it like Stevie Ray Vaughan style. Hold on, let me think. Why can't I think about how Stevie Ray Vaughan plays it now? Yeah, but if you're trying to learn country, you gotta hit them with the. Hold on, let's play some country real quick. You got me now. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than your mom's coochie.
Shelly. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. River fogged up the windows in my old Chevy. I was willing, but she wasn't willing. So I settled for a burger and a grape snow cone. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, hearing little cans in the pale moonlight, talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just a living for the minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love. That's right.
Damn, how does that go? I don't know why my brain couldn't figure that out. On top of that. I have not. Yeah. I played all kinds of music, man. I'm all over the place, because at the same time, I'll hit you with some math rock. You know? You got me on this country kick now. Who was it? It was good. Oh, that was Chattahoochee, and then that was something Anderson, Wildflowers. Then you also got that's Mama Tribe, but that is I play it Bakersville style. So if you really study country, like when I was playing country music, I was like all in country music. But really, before Nashville kind of dominated the music scene like what you see today, you had two meccas for country music. You had Bakersville out in California, and then you had Nashville in Tennessee. And Bakersville guys, they were the ones that would do a lot of that twirly stuff, like. You know what I mean? Like real friends for a second? Oh, not a real friend. I'm just kidding. Some blues? We don't say that, Olympus. Not here. Oh, let me think. What's... Hold on, I got a better tone for this, actually. Donde. Yeah, what else is some bluesy stuff that I know? I don't know. Oh. You gotta bear with me, I don't play blues enough. I wish I had this in E flat, but hold on. I need to set this up to have a floating tremolo so I can do some Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff. But the cool thing is that this guitar is an early 80s American Strat. So this guitar was technically on the shelf at Guitar Center when Stevie Ray Vaughan was alive. And that's why I'll never get rid of it. And it's all original. Nothing's been changed on it. It needs a new fret job. Maybe I'll bring it over to my buddy, let him do it. Alright, let me pull a Chrome, and then I'm gonna read Rivera Paradise. I don't have this prepared though, so this could either be really good or not. Riviera Ultimate. This is one of my favorite songs of his. Riviera, yeah. I need to really study Stevie. He's just like such a tall order. Anytime someone asks for Stevie Ray Vaughan, it's just like, can you make it any harder on me? You know? Looks like lemon cake. This actually used to be Olympic white, and 40 plus years of age has turned it to like this offset white. But when I take the pick guard off, underneath the wood is just as white as this pick guard. dialed in, Damien. Wake up. Alright, man, that's why I don't play a lot of the Stevie. That shit's hard as hell to play. But Stevie Ray Vaughan is a beast. What's up, Droggy? Ah, yeah. Well, that's me, man. I'm all over the place. It's always something. Always something. Alright, I got probably one more, then I probably gotta get going. This is kind of a tall order. Alright, I haven't played this in a while, but you guys are been asking for Stevie Ray Vaughan. that's fun. That's sight reading. I'm sweating. My armpits are sweaty. Palms nervous. Mom spaghetti. Anyways, hey, I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream. For the people who keep asking for Stevie Ray Vaughan, man, that's just such a tall order. Like, I gotta sit down and really like prepare some of his music, because Stevie Ray Vaughan is just one of those artists, for me at least. It's really hard for me to sit here and just be like, okay, let me just play Stevie, if that makes sense. But hey, I appreciate it, Kate. I think it was you earlier who were asking for it. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day. Oh snap, Josh be getting it too. I've got like 3 or 4 of his vinyls. I need to revisit them, honestly. Man, I wonder if I can plug that into my system right now. Oh shit, I definitely could. Oh man, I could even live stream vinyl, but I'd probably still get hit with copyright. But anyways, hey y'all, I gotta get some stuff done. But I appreciate y'all jumping on here and asking for a bunch of different types of music and really stretching me. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes I get really sweaty. But Stevie Ray Vaughan, the thing that I love about him is that he just plays from the heart, and that's something where it takes like being really vulnerable to get there. But I love his music, man. I think what I'm gonna do is probably just set this up for E flat standard, and kind of keep it there. Right now, the tremolo system isn't floating, so it's hard for me to do some of the flutter stuff he does. Cause like what I want to do is learn Lenny. Lenny's probably my favorite Stevie Ray Vaughan song besides like Pride and Joy, you know. And then this, and also Voodoo Child. I love all of his takes on Hendrix, but I can't play thick strings. I play 9. These are 9s of 42s. That's all I play. If I'm in D standard, I go up to 10 to 52. I think is what I've got on my other strat. But hey, I appreciate all y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for challenging me. And I got to get to work now. All right, bye y'all.